3, 2, go.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy that Texas in this second game and stuff kind of blew it, or in the first game or whatnot, and blew it and came. Well, it's 3-2 now, but we're getting too cheap of a price on John Gray in that second game, so I'm going to be all over that. God, the Marlins are horrible, but we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, just really quickly to everybody in the last couple of days that's been in my DMs and stuff, to all you baseball people. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. We love the NFL too, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm on kind of a heater right now. I'm seeing it really well and I'm feeling it really well. And tonight, really no different. I really like tonight's slate. So we can just get into it right now. This first game up, Angels at the Guardians. So first and foremost, the Angels are pretty popular. Popular dog today, which makes it even better for me because I think we're getting the Guardians at a cheap price. I'm on the Guardians today. Guardians money line minus 120 at 0.75 units. First and foremost, Reed Detmers, pitching for LA, went down into the minors. He had a no-hitter, all that good stuff. Now he's back. He's been pitching pretty well, but I think that the issue with me is that he's not going to go deep into this game, and he hasn't looked well two of his last three starts. There was a couple week period where he looked really good against Seattle and Texas and Minnesota, but anything after that, now two of the last three starts, he's given up 4 runs or more. He did blank the Blue Jays at home, but if you guys remember, that was when the Blue Jays weren't doing anything. So that's one thing. Cleveland's already seen him once this year. Flip it to the other side, though. Connor Plinkington for the Guardians, not a regular starter for them. He's one of their spot starters because they have a lot of guys like Kyle Quantrill and Plesac now that's hurt that are really pitching well in this Cleveland rotation. But the reason that I like Cleveland is they're just playing much better baseball right now. Like I said, we were making some decent money on the Angels in their last couple of games, but over the last 10 games, they're just 5-5. And then here comes Cleveland. Yeah, they're 5-5 their last 10 as well, but they've also won 5 of their last 6 games, all of those on the road. And I think that's part of the reason that I like them here today is they looked really bad at home. They went on the road. They won 5 out of 6 games. Now they're back home. Everybody's on the Angels at a plus price here. And if you take a look at the Cleveland bullpen, it is kind of taxed, but I think Terry Francona just knows what he's doing because it doesn't really make sense. I mean, guys like Class A are pitching 3, 4, 5 times in 5 days. He didn't work yesterday, so he's going to probably be able to go again today. Cleveland's been one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball since the All-Star break. That's been one of that's the reason that they're winning games and still first in the division. So I'm going to push back on all that money, loving the Angels today. I'm going to take Cleveland on the money line. Next game up, I think it's going to be Pirates and the Reds. And honestly, guys, I'll just first and foremost, I was on the Pirates. I'm going to end up passing on this game. It's not the Cardinals, it's the Reds. But just so everybody knows. But either way, I'm going to be passing on this game. I leaned the Pirates, but O'Neal Cruz is out of the lineup now. I don't really like that. Mike Minor has actually been pitching pretty well. If you take a look at what he's been doing for the Reds, like usually when you see Mike Minor on the mound, it's like an auto fade. But I'm pulling his stats up right now because I just clicked the wrong thing. But yeah, he's won 3 of his last 4 starts. I mean, and one of them being this Pittsburgh team. So, but at the same time, he got that win, but he also gave up 5 runs. So 2 of his last 3 starts, he's seen this Pittsburgh team. He's given up 5 runs and 4 runs. So again, I really wanted to play on Pittsburgh here because of that, because I think, getting at a big plus price with O'Neal Cruz out of the lineup. I don't love it as much, but I really can't get behind the Reds here today. So next game up, Houston and Detroit. And this game, the way that I target this game is probably not how a lot of people are targeted. I can understand seeing the Astros and saying, oh, Astros minus 1.5, Detroit coming home from a road trip. They look bad. Well, they just are bad, plain and simple. But if there's one person that knows Framber Valdez and his good sides and his bad sides, it's me. It's me. And let me tell you something right now. He has issues giving up runs early. He also has issues giving up runs to these goddamn Detroit Tigers. He's never beat the Tigers. Okay. All 3 starts he's faced against them, the Tigers have scored 2 runs or more in the first 5 innings. Like I said, he hasn't won. And then if you take a look at Eduardo Rodriguez, that's pitching for the Tigers, he doesn't really have good numbers against the Astros either, except for his last time out against them this year, gave up one run, but his previous 2 starts against them, he gave up 6 runs each time. So we got 3 bets in this game. Tigers first 5 team total over 1.5 at plus 135 for a half a unit. Astros team total over 4.5 at minus 105 for a half a unit. And then Astros, Tigers, first 5 over 3.5 minus 130 at 0.75 units as well. That's the best way, over 3.5 at minus 130. That's the best way, I think, to target this game. I think that the Tigers at home versus left-handed pitching has been a spot that we've continued to bet on this year, and they continue to do it. Tigers have hit this number in 5 of their last 8 games against left-handed pitching. I talked to you guys the last time the Astros faced a left-handed pitching. They didn't do well in that game. I can't exactly remember who it was against. It's bothering me right now. But besides that, the Astros have been smashing left-handed pitching for months now. I understand that there's full game, a little bit numbers better with the full game, but I think getting this Tigers team to score 2 in the first 5 at such a huge price and such a low number in the first 5, this is either a trap that I'm walking right into, or this is going to be like easy money. I think it's more of the easy money. So yeah, that's how I'm playing this. Lots of bets on this first 5. I don't want to deal with the full game in either one of these bullpens. All right, next game up, Rays at the Blue Jays. Man, the books were teasing me with this one. I swear to God, if there was anybody else that was pitching for the Rays, I really probably might have taken a chance with them. But I'm going to keep on riding my Blue Jays here. We're going to go Blue Jays first 5 minus 0.5 at minus 115 for 0.75 units. And then we're also going to go Blue Jays first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 100 for a half a unit. Okay, first and foremost, if you follow me, you're going to come out and say, yo, Toast, why are we betting the Blue Jays? For 1, they haven't played well at home. For 2, they're coming home off of a pretty damn long road trip. You're right on all accounts. First things first. Berrios already flew home early. He's been there and waiting. That's one issue that's alleviated. The Blue Jay bats are hot. That's why we call them the big bad Blue Jay bats in the first place. And look, this kid Criswell, it is the Rays, so you got to give them credit because this is what they do, but he has been rushed up through their system. I was looking him up today because, like I said, I was trying to get to the Rays. He went single A, double A, triple A, like 1-2 starts each time or appearances. Didn't really have anything crazy good numbers. So, I mean, again, it is the Rays. He could pitch well, but I just think that the Jays are playing too good right now to fade them. I worry about Berrios, yes, but if you take a look at what he's done as a full body of work, I trust him much more than I do this kid that's just coming up facing a Blue Jays team that's still in the middle of a playoff race. Obviously, the Rays are too. But Berrios has been very good at home. Much, much better than he has on the road. Has he looked like dog shit the last couple of times? Absolutely. Can't say anything about that. But like I said, he went home early. He should be ready to go. I think the best way to attack this one is the Rays in the first 5. I don't want to deal with the full game because the Rays do have a very good bullpen. And like I said, I don't like Toronto coming home from a road trip. But I think in the first 5 with a pitcher that came back home and the bats facing a kid that really doesn't have much major league experience, if any, I think we got to play the Jays here this way. All right. Next game. Cubs and Mets. Yo, this is ridiculous. This is like super easy money. What's the rule, guys? Teams that play on Sunday Night Baseball and have to travel, you fade them. Oh, now we get this Mets team that scored 9 runs 3 of the last 4 games. Oh, and the guy that I really try not to talk shit about, Chris Bassett, anymore because he's been fantastic for the Mets. Proved me wrong completely. He's been lights out. This is easy money. Mets minus 1.5 at minus 135 for a full unit. nothing. I mean, honestly, it's really that easy for me. The Mets are playing too good of baseball right now. Not to mention the Cubs are just horrible. I'm also going to do a Mets Braves money line parlay at plus 110 for 0.75 units as well. Same type of situation for the Braves. They're playing a team that played Sunday Night Baseball as well, but I will get to that when I get to that game. Next game up, it is a doubleheader. It's Rangers and Marlins. But I think I can't really pass up this John Gray price in the first five. So we're going to go Rangers first five on the run line, first five minus 0.5 at plus 105. Just a half a unit. It is a doubleheader, so I'm not going to get too crazy on it. But John Gray's been really good for them. Braxton Garrett hasn't really had the year that I'm sure that Marlins fans wanted. I understand. Like I said, it's a doubleheader, and probably Texas is probably going to win here. But John Gray's coming off of two pretty bad starts for him. Everything else this year, he's been really good. I think that he comes back and shows the pitcher that we've been known to love here this year. He had his last two previous starts against Miami, 14 total innings, 0 runs against. So, like I said, Fish still have trouble scoring runs. I know they have the last couple of days, but I got to attack them here right now. Next game, Dodgers, D-backs. A couple people in the comments here, and I've seen actually a couple people like the Diamondbacks here today. I mean, not a chance in hell I'm putting my money on it. You already know what this is. Dodgers minus 1.5, minus 135 for a full unit. Again, guys, this is just what we do. We bet the Dodgers minus 1.5 and we cash. I don't really need to go into it. Tyler Anderson has been absolutely fantastic for them. He came back down to earth a little bit, but he's faced the Giants and the Mets his last two starts. It's 135 for the price sauce. He's faced the Giants and the Mets his last couple starts, and those are kind of rivalry games. Those are big, important games. So, I actually think, 56 game score against the Mets, 52 game score against the Giants. I mean, that's a solid outing. Understand that the Diamondbacks have been playing really well lately, but they are coming home off of a couple city road trip. Oh, and by the way, they just played in Coors Field the last couple of games too, so not really loving that either. And then we get the Dodgers as the away team, full 9 at bats. Like I said, you guys, you already know what it is. It's Dodgers minus 1.5. Next game. Another game with the Braves and the Giants where kind of simple, kind of confused on the price, but all over the Braves here. Braves minus 1.5 at minus 105 for 0.7 or for a full unit. It's one of my top 3 plays today. Look, we're getting the Braves off of back-to-back losses against the Mariners. Yeah, that was dope. If you guys didn't see the 9th inning or the 8th and 9th inning of last night's game, the Mariners and the Braves, take 5 minutes and go watch it. It was unbelievable. Braves scored 5 in the 9th. Julio Rodriguez comes up and hits a dinger to tie it in the 9th, and then Eugenio Suarez comes up and ends it. It was awesome. Either way, we're getting the Braves off of those 2 losses now against the Giants, who played Sunday Night Baseball, had to travel, and now they're playing a kid in Spencer Strider that has been fantastic for the Braves. I've tried to fade this kid a couple of times. It hasn't worked out very well. His last 3 starts has just been fantastic against Oakland, Colorado, and St. Louis, an average of 7 innings, 1 run. Again, guys, the Braves are in the middle. Those Braves and the Mets today, they're fighting for the division. I think they both roll here today. Alex Cobb is a guy that I've talked up a lot. I've tried to tell everybody that he's not as bad as you would think. I actually really like him, but he does not pitch well when he's behind. He's one of those guys that when he's up in the game, he really pitches well. When he's down, doesn't pitch as well. I don't think that the Giants are going to get a lead here today. I think the Braves roll. So Braves all the way for me here today. That is it for the games. We didn't have baseball the last couple of days, so I do have some prop plays for you. I'm going to kick it off with a hit parlay that I kind of like a lot. Jose Altuve, Jose Ramirez, Bo Bichette, Dansby Swanson coming back at plus 270. I'll say it again for everybody. Jose Altuve, Jose Ramirez, Bo Bichette, Dansby Swanson coming back, all to get a hit, coming back at plus 270. All those guys are really hot right now. But yeah, really quickly, Sauce, you don't have to type these, but a couple total base props. I'm going to be playing Alex Bregman over 1.5 total bases at plus 120. Jose Altuve over 1.5 total bases at plus 100. And last but not least, Justin Turner, the redhead, just like my stepkid, on fire right now, over 1.5 total bases at plus 115 in the desert. That's it for me today, guys. That's all I got. You guys are getting everything on my list today. VIP sheet will be out in the next 20 minutes or so. Same time, same place tomorrow. And I will talk to you guys later. Sauce, I appreciate you producing today and giving Beaver the time off.
Yep. Yeah, and just letting everyone know, I'm going to put the Monday Night Football VIP out in about 45 minutes also.
Yeah, so look out for that. So, yeah, good night of baseball, some Monday Night Football, some fun action tonight. Can't wait. I'll be on Twitter if you need me.
Everyone have themselves a good night.